All right. I'm about to start this little meeting, this emergency meeting. A lot of good things has been going on in the markets today, and today is Thursday, July 27th, 2023, and we will be breaking down Chef JPY, excuse me, and CAD CHF. All right, we're gonna be breaking down CAD JPY. Forgive me for that. CHF JPY and CAD CHF. All right. So called out these two trades to the team. Oh, I also need to break down USD Chef. Bring that up. All right. So we're gonna start with Chef JPY first. Chef Jeppy. Chef JPY was absolutely beautiful for sales today. Now we're gonna start on a higher time frame. As we can see on Chef JPY, we have been uptrending for quite some time. This whole time we've been uptrending since since Friday, March 24th, all the way till Friday, July 21st. And then after that, that's when we started seeing movement to the downside. I mean, this was movement to the downside also, so is this. But yeah, so Chef JPY on the daily has been uptrending for a long while. And on the daily time frame, it gives you an overall direction of where the market is going. So breaking down this trade, I got into this sell up here on the 1 hour time frame, but we're gonna still explain what's going on the 4 hour. Um, the reason why, one of the reasons, there's probably there's probably 3 or 4 reasons max of why I got into this trade. One of the reasons why is because on the 4 hour time frame, we made a new high right here. So circle that. On the 4 hour time frame, we made a new high right here. And I saw this big imbalance right here on the 4 hour time frame as well. So I'm gonna mark that out too. This imbalance price action right here. So we got a new high created after this high, and then we have this big imbalance below it, right? So when I saw these two things on the 4 hour time frame, and I saw that the 4 hour has been uptrending for a while, I knew, and I didn't use any indicators to tell me that the market was overbought. You know, like, I'm not saying I can tell the future, but how are we going to keep trending upwards if this imbalance is right here? So I knew that. And when I saw Chef JPY give us signs that it's going lower, I believe I caught the sells earlier this week, right here around July 21st. I believe I caught that on the 15-minute time frame. I have to go back in my chat history to check. But I did catch Chef JPY for the sell in this area around here. And if it wasn't Chef JPY, then it was another JPY pair because they all move similar. But I caught the sell when it was starting to pull back on a 15-minute time frame because of this imbalance, like I was talking about earlier. So when I caught the sell, I allowed myself to see 1 to 3 and I collected profits and I closed out the trade. And then later on for Chef JPY, it started creating some liquidity. So the dump happened, and then it started creating some liquidity in the middle, consolidating in the middle. Didn't quite fully fill this up yet when I was looking at it around Tuesday, July 25th. So I wasn't looking at this pair. I was looking at GU and AUD USD, and I was seeing opportunities in there while I was waiting for this to set up. So when I got, so when I saw that Chef JPY didn't automatically die to this area right down here where I have this line at on the 4 hour time frame. This line, it's on the 4 hour time frame. So when I saw that it didn't die automatically, I looked to see in the morning time where the JPY's pairs were, and I saw specifically that Chef JPY was in this area on the 1 hour institutional candle, was exactly in this area. And when I saw it, I called it out to the team because if you come and pull out your fib, this is a 886 setup, 786 to 886 setup. You got it hitting the 786 in alignment with the institutional candle. You have this imbalance that has to get corrected down below, and you have this liquidity in the middle that that got swept because people thought that it was going to automatically die to the bottom. A lot of people thought that, but the markets came, yoinked it to the upside into this 886 zone, and then we got the dump. It gave us a nice opportunity of a risk to reward of a 1 to 9. If you would have risked 1%, you would have made 9%, 10% back on one trade. But at I'm not going to talk too much about risk to reward since I'm putting this on YouTube. I'm going to keep the risk to reward conversations to the chat and to the team. But yeah, so we got the risk to reward of the 1 to 9. I personally got out earlier around 1 to 4, 1 to 3. But yeah, so as you can see from this area that we got into a sell from for Chef Jeppy, from this area right here, we called it out. We saw a big melt. I didn't know it was gonna melt that much, but that's what happened. And it became a really lit trade. I ended up collecting partials twice on this one trade, which made me a lot of percent for the day. Now, if you look at it on the 4 hour time frame, we got this big tank. I do see all of this getting filled back up, getting filled by this big black candle. So I do see Chef JPY hitting 160.000 whole number. I'm still holding a tiny portion of my position. And if it does die down all the way over here, I will be collecting profits fully and closing the full position. But yeah, that was the breakdown on Chef JPY. This 4 hour uptrend was overdue. And when I saw signs that we were gonna price lower, I took the opportunity on the 1 hour, and the opportunity ended up in our favor. So that was Chef JPY. Now we're gonna speak about CAD CHF. So CAD CHF, the same thing but reversed. I saw that CAD CHF was downtrending for a long time. I saw that it was downtrending for a long time on the 4 hour and the daily time frame. So this is the daily time frame and balance. All of this is in balance price action. And then so when I saw the daily downtrending for a long time, and I ended up seeing this around Monday, July 24th, I saw that CAD CHF was all the way up here. Now, I caught the buys for CAD CHF right in this area. And then we rode it up, collected partials. And then when I saw it all the way up here and I saw this imbalance left behind right here, I knew that I didn't know for a fact because we don't predict the market. We just trade what we see. But I knew that a retracement was due. And when the retracement happened, I had two areas marked out for buys. Um, I had this little line, this line right here. I had it right here. I had it on this candle, and I had another one right here. And I waited for price to come into that area. I didn't get into any buys right here. Since I saw price force down, I was like, bet this is my opportunity for the buy. Now, there's something that happened in this area that allowed me to be confident in buying it here, but I will leave those conversations to my team. But literally we saw CAD CHF price higher come back into this 886 zone, and we saw 1 to 3, 1 to 4 risk to reward on that one trade. Now, if I lower this right here, yeah, it was a 1 to 3.65 from here to all the way up here. So that was a good fire trade. I collected partials and I left some writing to see if we complete the 1 to 4, 1 to 5, and then once that happens, I will be seeing if we get more retracements for buys to continue clearing up all of this downtrend left behind, since it seems like we are ready to start trending to the upside for CAD CHF. Now, on the daily, another reason why I got into CAD CHF was because we was in alignment with this daily time frame institutional candle. So when it tagged into there, and I saw opportunities on a smaller time frame to capitalize earlier in the week around July 19th, July 18th. And then once we got that retracement into the zone on the 4 hour, I called this out to the team and we was able to get a 1 to 3. So yeah, that's the breakdown on CAD CHF. Now, even though we get sniper entries, that doesn't mean we win every single trade, because I called out USD CHF and USD CHF tapped us out by like 3 points, 3 pips. But USD CHF was clean as shit. Love to see it play out, because from where I called it out and where it stopped us out from that little point where it stopped us out, it did 135 pips. So that's a good day for USD CHF. I do see USD CHF clearing these highs right here, wiping out anybody that's been selling in this area, wiping it out and completing the 195 point pip target. I do see it clearing this imbalance right here and coming all the way up to here. It's just sad to see that we're not in it, but it was a nice banger trade because look how close we were. Just barely tapped us out, dude. If only we had our stop loss a little bit like this, we would have been in that bitch, you know. Or if we were to risk exactly 30 points, that would have been a good stop loss size to have. 30-point stop right there. That's 26, but you get the idea. 30-point stop is like right here, and we would have been in that move. We would have been up right now about from this point, the entry point to here. We would have been up 114 points at a risk to reward of a 1 to 5, I believe. Let me see. 1 to 4, almost 1 to 5. Yep, that was USD CHF. Another reason why I got into USD CHF was because the same reason that I was talking about earlier. On the daily time frame, we've been downtrending for a while, and when I saw that we were getting signs of pricing, that we were going to price higher, I just bought into the pullback, but the pullback ended up stopping us out by 2 or 3 points. But yeah, man, USD CHF, CAD CHF, and Chef Jeppy, fucking clean, man. Um, Gold, man, it's basically what Chef Jeppy did. Look at this 4 hour time frame. Look at this 4 hour uptrend that's been going on for a long time. Now we go to Chef Jeppy. Look at this 4 hour right in there, that wick, and then it's been uptrending on a 4 hour for a long time. So you can kind of see, like all of this shit similar. So it's like, make sure you're taking notes, make sure you're back testing on your charts, and take advantage of these opportunities whenever they present themselves in front of you, because man, this is a lot. This is really good money, especially if you have funded accounts or you have your own account. You could just be like just adding percentages onto your balance by just catching moves like this back to back. Um, but yeah, that's all I have for today. Um, is the training for sniper entries on a 1 hour and 4 hour time frame. And yeah, make sure you study hard, because the more you study, the more prepared you will be in these markets. So I'll end it with that. Peace.